Welcome to day one of the 21-day challenge. I'm so happy you're here. Since I want this to be fire, I want us to start with fire. Let's set things on fire today. It's going to be a great start. What I want you to do is question your beliefs. Okay. I want us to start breaking rules today, start setting our ideas on fire. I want you to think back on those rules or assumptions that you were either taught or that you might have absorbed from your parents, your teachers, the environment you grew up in. Things like money doesn't grow on trees, life is really hard. You need to suffer before you succeed. You need to earn your love. Loving means sacrifice. I remember growing up, my parents busting their backs at work for hours. We would have dinner at 10 p.m. when both of my parents came home. My dad would leave before I would get up in the morning to go to school, so like probably around 5:30 in the morning. And in the beginning, I always thought, that's life, that's the norm. All of the parents wake up very early in the morning, they work over 12 hours a day, they come back, and we can barely afford rent and food. And when I started, when I got into the work environment around when I was 18, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to work 12-hour days. I don't want to get home exhausted, have dinner, go to bed, and wake up and repeat, and all to, barely afford day-to-day life. I don't want to go to the supermarket and having to do the math while shopping because I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy everything that I have on my shopping list. And that's one of the things that I'm very thankful for today. And I'm not even talking about like crazy, fancy luxury things like we see a lot in Instagram, like having a boat or paying for vacation. I'm just talking about small luxuries of life, like just going to the supermarket with a shopping list and being able to afford everything on the list. But also, if I want to grab an extra kind of coffee because there's a brand that I like and it's a little bit more expensive, or choosing the brand of pasta that you like instead of just grabbing the cheapest one. And I can just do that without having to do the math and getting to the checkout and just like giving my credit card or my debit card and just feeling, rest assured that I'm going to be able to afford that. So, what are the things that you're telling yourself? I wanted you to just be like, this rule is no longer in charge. Okay. So, for this practice and linking back to fire, you can do a whole experience out of this. And this is what I want you to do throughout the 21 days. But if you have 5 minutes in your afternoon, in your night, just sit down, play some music, light a candle, set an intention, and just grab a piece of paper, write down what rules you're ready to let go. And if you have somewhere safe, preferably outside, and you can just have can or something that is safe to put fire in, we can burn the paper. If not, you can just toss it down the toilet or rip it into pieces and throw it in the air and tap dance all over it and release the rule. Okay, that's where I want you to start. Enjoy the process. You are allowed to feel a little witchy in like using your candles and setting things on fire, but always remember to stay safe and start releasing what's holding you back today. We have 20 days to go, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 2. Bye bye.